The role of an in-house lawyer really appealed to me. It's a great opportunity to really hone on your legal skills and the commercial side of the legal industry. My name's James Pavlidis. I was a student at Swinburne. Started in 2015 and graduated in 2019. I studied the double degree at Swinburne, which was the Bachelor of Business and Bachelor of Laws. I graduated from high school. I actually didn't really know exactly what I wanted to commit to. It was hard to find what I was really passionate about. So I entered into a Bachelor of Business degree majoring in marketing. And during that time, in my first year studying here at Swinburne, I completed a law elective, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I had a great time meeting people and really learning the basics and foundations of Australia's legal system. And from there, I think that's where I really tapped into my passion and something that I was really interested in. And so from that law elective, I applied for the double degree. The double degree was really great for me. I was very interested still in the business side and then also the legal aspects. It's really great to see them cross over during the time studying at Swinburne. You get to understand the commercial aspects that businesses might be thinking about and they need to take into account, for instance, like innovation and keeping ahead of industry, and then also balancing that with the legal aspects and legal principles, making sure that they work together. And I really enjoyed that critical thinking aspect of the degree, and also learning the legal foundations of Australia's legal systems and how that really transfers across to, say, everyday life, whether that be personally or with businesses and a commercial sense as well. So that's what really interested me in the law degree, being a new law school with very small classes, having that one-on-one relationship with the lecturers and the staff here at the law school. That really appealed to me. That's something I probably wouldn't have gotten if I was at a larger law school. So it was a very unique opportunity, and I really jumped on that opportunity, and it really benefited me as well as the other students here at Swinburne. So really got to know the classmates. As something we always used to say was we're more than just a number at the law school, because we were such a tight-knit class and cohort. So that it's a great experience that I had. We still keep in contact because of that. So we regularly catch up on we go out for a coffee or a drink. It's something that I've taken away from Swinburne. I know a lot of people from similar law degrees don't have that sense of connection and relationships with their law students. So that's something that I'm really grateful for, and I've taken that away and definitely still meet up with them and keep in contact. There was a group of us that did a study tour in Indonesia, and then after that, the study tour went for 2 weeks. And then after that, some people wanted to do further study, so they did the exchange in Indonesia. I think we went to Yogyakarta and studied for a semester, so 6 months. And then after that, we also applied for some internships at Indonesian law firms. So I had the great opportunity to work in Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia, for 3 months at a boutique law firm, and it was an amazing experience. So after graduating Swinburne, I was fortunate enough to get a legal graduate position at a national law firm, which was a great experience. Learnt the foundations, the skills involved, and I spent 4 years, just over 4 years at the law firm. Enjoyed my time there, and then I transitioned, and now I work at a national retailer as their in-house lawyer, specialising in the privacy and technology side of the business, advising on digital transformation projects and large technology projects that helps the business operate internally around Australia. The role of an in-house lawyer really appealed to me, and it's a great opportunity to really hone on your legal skills and the commercial side of the legal industry. It's really great building the one-on-one relationships with the internal stakeholders and team members that you work with within the business, and having that direct contact and working with them to really solve legal issues and problems and workshop ideas. That's something that really appeals to me as an in-house lawyer, and something that you wouldn't really experience so much at a conventional and traditional law firm. So it's a really appealing opportunity for a lot of lawyers now, working at law firms, going into in-house and working in industry. Swinburne had quite a big IP and technology focus. So yeah, we were really fortunate enough that a lot of the IP subjects were core subjects in the law degree. So that's the trademarks, copyright, patents, even designs as well. And that's a really, I think, key focus and something that stands out for the law degree as well here at Swinburne. It's very relevant and relevant to industry, and it's issues that do always come up with businesses and in the commercial side of things. So it was great to get that honed knowledge around IP, and then transferring that across into industry was definitely something that stood out. I think from university, paving my way, it was really getting involved in the law school and Swinburne more generally. So, like I said, I studied abroad in Indonesia and worked over there for a total of 10 to 12 months, and that really stood out when moving into industry. That's something that really appealed to say law firms and other businesses, but also I think really the networking aspect as well, that's sometimes taken for granted. It's really building those relationships with with people that you work with or some clients, and really creating that relationship and fostering it as well, and opportunities come up through that. So I think also really building those connections in industry as well. That's something that's really paved the way for my success, especially. My advice would be to really immerse yourself here at Swinburne in the law degree as well. There's so many opportunities that the law school offers and provides, and Swinburne generally as well, whether that be getting yourself involved in the law society here, there's sporting clubs, there's also industry opportunities, and even being able to study abroad are things that students should really jump on. Benefits themselves, and it looks very appealing to the industry as well after you graduate. So really immerse yourself in the culture here at Swinburne.